I was sad. I can admit I was sad and I cried and I was confused. Like, did I do something wrong? Was I a bad person? It made me feel like something was wrong with me that would make people abandon me, so to speak. It kind of felt like abandonment. So I questioned myself at first. It made me question my self worth. So, nah, you can't come back, Jack, because you left me in the most critical time. I could have been. It could have been my last time. That could have been your last time, interacting with me. And I think I seen something one time. I don't remember. I seen it was probably TikTok, but it was like, give me my flowers now. Don't make a post about me, about how you wish you could talk to me and love on me and spend time with me, if you have right now and you don't even take that chance. You don't pick up the phone, you don't call, text, and I'm not a good caller, but you could text me, you could join one of my lives, you can message me, email me, shoot, send a plane, I don't know, but you don't do nothing and I'm still here. So it makes it so that you find yourself. You find that inner peace. And I got to do a healing retreat with this woman named Dora Chambers, and it's a what is, I'll remember and I'm gonna send it to you. It's like a New Hope Foundation. I have to remember. But she does these healing retreats for cancer survivors, and she does men healing retreat. I mean, it's just amazing. And the whole weekend you're catered to. And I'm talking about massage, love. And then she has moments where she's kind of pouring into you and kind of helping you like pinpoint different toxic things that you need to release and let go. And you have a releasing ceremony where you let go and you write down everything that is kind of hindering you from moving forward and things that have held you back in the past, and then you burn them and let it go. And man, when I say I have never felt so much empowerment, and to be with nothing but breast cancer survivors and thrivers. And the girl I end up rooming with, that's how you know things are meant, or heaven sent, okay? The lady that I ended up rooming with was also at the same time thriving just like I was. I was going through radiation, she was going through chemo, and we didn't know that we needed each other in that moment, but we got each other through that weekend, and we were able to connect on a different level in our journeys. And it was Pink Ladybug Foundation, that's what it's called, Pink Ladybug Foundation, Dora Chambers. And she is just an inspiration. It came at a time when I was really low, and I did not know I needed that. And sometimes, I didn't want to talk about it. I was frustrated. I was mad. I was angry. I was hurting. There were so many different emotions you go through. And it wasn't until I started talking to other survivors and thrivers that I realized I needed them. I needed that journey. I needed them because they don't understand. And if somebody hasn't had that diagnosis, they'll think you're complaining when you're just talking. They'll think that you're trying to be negative when you're just expressing. And only if somebody has been through the diagnosis do they understand that. Like, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just telling you how I feel today. Like, and they say things that don't, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, don't tell me I don't look like my journey, because baby, I went through some things. I do look like my journey. Sorry that you don't think that this is what I'm supposed to look like, but what am I supposed to look like? This is God blessed. This is touched. Okay? Touch not my anointed. Okay? So this is blessed, and I'm walking in faith. So I'm ready to help somebody else get there. And I feel like I went through it alone to make sure nobody else has to. I went through it, and I know what it feels like to not have a support team standing next to you, so that nobody else has to go through on my watch. You need somebody to come sit with you? I will be there. I will be there, because I know what that feels like. And I don't want nobody to be through it alone. You do not have to fight alone. And every time I see that in any cancer area, you do not have to fight alone, I love that one. I love that quote, because you shouldn't have to fight alone. Not this walk. Not this walk. It's already hard. And I used to love red. The color red was always my favorite color. And it wasn't until I got breast cancer, and I feel like all I wear is pink now. Okay? I wear pink everything. Pink draws even. It's a thing.
When I started off my journey, I hated pink. I just found myself hating pink. Like, I used to love it, but now I don't even want to see it. But then slowly, and that was the denial phase. And then once I overcame that phase, I love pink. Yesterday, is it yesterday? The other day, I had my pink earrings. I have some cute pink ones. I was telling my daughter, go get my pink earrings, go get my pink earrings. I love pink. I received a pink hat and a scarf from one of the pink sisters in California. She sent that to me. I love pink. You know, you embrace the journey and you walk along with those people that understand the journey. You know, so people who are listening from Kenya, from the Jamaica, from Nigeria, you can now attest to the fact that look, malpractice is everywhere. Malpractice is everywhere. It doesn't mean if someone is in the US or someone is in the UK, everything is perfect. No. You have to be on the watch. You have to be your own advocate, whether you're in Kenya, whether you're in Somali, whether you're in the US, or whether you're in South Korea. Everywhere. Because those doctors don't advocate for you. Those nurses don't advocate for you. You are the one who advocates for yourself. In fact, let me bring this lady up here. I wanted to, it's not her experience, but I want Brandy for you to hear what this lady has to say. There was a time she saw dollar bills come here. There's something you shared with me before when they were giving you the wrong medicine. I don't know, she did not come up. But she's a cancer patient. Dollar bills, do you remember this time when you said they gave you wrong medicine and you asked them, or they were using the wrong needle for your chemo, and then you had to tell them that's not the needle to use, and the nurse, is this?
No, it's the nurse who came to me. What Brandy was saying, I thought, oh man, the hospital calling me. It really seemed like me. So these people took the blood work. And before, because normally when they take the blood work, you have to wait for the doctor to go see you, check the levels before they start giving you chemo. And then they took my blood, and immediately this nurse comes in with all the preps and everything. I'm like, I've never seen her. My nurse wasn't there. This was a new nurse. And then she comes in, and then she said, I'll be your nurse today. I'm going to administer chemo. And then she asked, I listened to her, and she said, I don't know what kind of needle do you use, asking me all those questions. How do I know what syringe to use, what kind of needle to use? I don't know. I really don't know. Why are you asking me this? And then I went straight ahead and said, first, the results haven't come back, because normally I go see a doctor about my blood levels and we talk, and then she releases me. She tells me I'm okay. So I come back to do chemo. And then she said she didn't know that part. How you not gonna go? How you don't know that part? Which means she didn't go through my chart. She didn't go check what she's supposed to check before she starts administering chemo. So I had to put her off. I said, I really need to wait until the doctor calls me, until we talk, to see my blood levels. Then you can administer chemo. Oh, I'm sorry. And then I think I can talk to your doctor to know what syringe or what kind of needle to use. I was like, it didn't sit well with me. Yeah, that's what happened.
See now, that is Dallas. That is the US. You know, so there's the assumption of in some places, oh, everything is fine. No. All over the world, you have to advocate for yourself. All over the world, you have to advocate for yourself from the beginning, from the time you start seeing any kind of symptoms of any disease. It doesn't have to be cancer. Even other diseases still kill people. It's not only cancer that can kill, right? So you have to advocate for yourself from the onset of any kind of something that looks abnormal. When you go to the hospital, if there's any kind of delay, you have to tell the doctors, hey, this is a delay. And if for instance, I know in Africa and other places, and this maybe could not be the US, but there's the delay of, the radiotherapy machine is spoiled. The chemo, we've run out of chemo medicine. You have to understand that with cancer, it's about time. Make sure that the time is not being wasted. And guys, make sure you're following us. Make sure you're following Dollar Bills. Make sure you're following Brandy, because on all their platforms, you will always find educative content related to cancer, related to health. So make sure you follow them for your own encouragement. And if you have questions, you can always drop them messages. If they don't respond, just wait for that time when they will be able to respond. Because this is something I have to say. Sometimes people write to guests or write to me, and somebody has not been checking their private messages. As long as it is something, that somebody can help you with an advice about, these are people that will really help you. But many times, if you go in and start asking for things that are not related to what we are talking about, many times you will not receive responses. So please, let us be kind to me. Let us be kind to guests. Reach out to guests with questions if you have, and go on their profiles. If you see a video that's educative, if you have a question, please ask them, and let us take this upon ourselves to empower ourselves to be our friends and to be friends of people who are starting the journey and are very, very scared of the journey. They are scared. They think they're not going to make it. But we know that they will make it. And it takes us to share with
Brandy, I don't know did you ever ask about nutrition?
Nobody's
yes,
ever
good
told
question.
me about nutrition. And so you know what I do? I come to Candid Diana.
Exactly. That's
Nobody ever mentioned nothing nutrition. My doctor, my primary just
You
told
guys,
me,
me and you both, because the
I come to
first time
Candid Diana. That's who I
I
get my
asked,
nutrition facts from.
yes, I asked about nutrition, and I was told eat anything. If cancer is to come back, it's gonna come back anyway. That's what my nurse told
Same
me.
thing. I was
Yes.
told the exact same word for word.
So
Same word for word.
I'm glad I learned everything from Diana, everything from
you
zero.
guys, can you hear this? Can you hear this is America? These ladies are talking from America, not any America. Did you hear last week? Is it last week or this week? When you had the lady from Uganda, the one who was given 1 month to live, and she's now counting over 3 years. And she went into Dollar Bills. What did she call? Holistic. They do more of nature and more of food.
I
Oh,
wasn't
you did
in
not
that
hear
area.
about, I think, but she even they put her even to walk bare feet. At least she's in good weather in Uganda. She worked because they say there's something that the earth does. And that one I've heard so many times. It's only that the weather in the US winter, you can't just be walking barefoot out there. But she does barefoot and it connects. And she goes out to the woods and just stands and they tell her, go into the woods and take deep breaths. She goes and takes in deep breaths. And the food for her, she's lucky. She said she doesn't even eat anything in the fridge. As in, anything she eats has to be coming straight from the farm. She has a farm and prepares it and eats it. And this woman has gone past the 1 month to counting over 3 years. Look at Kami. Look at what's Kami called. Earthing. She calls it earthing. Yes, it's powerful. And she does earthing. And I'm telling you, today the weather is good. I think I'm going to do this earthing thing. I've never done it. Apart from, of course, growing up and playing without our shoes. I've never taken this earthing thing seriously. But I've heard it does great things. But this lady was talking about the diet that her uncle, she calls them uncle something, they gave her. I will be bringing her often also so that she talks of the diet. Because I was shocked, not shocked, that she knew, if you listen to her, She talks about almost everything that I do. She was talking about sweet potatoes, I take out my stuff. She was talking about this, I take them out. And I was like, this is amazing. So she needs to be talking more and teaching more, because now from what Brandy says, this is evidence enough. Like almost everyone is not being told what to eat. And some hospitals are telling people what to eat. You know, it's frustrating. They cannot tell people that whether you eat sugar or not, if cancer is to come back, it will come back. Let me tell you. If cancer was supposed to come back after 2 years, and you stop eating all these other things they say you should not eat, if at all it was meant to come back, it may come back after 20 years. Isn't there a difference? Isn't there a difference between 20 and 2? There is. So for me, nobody will come here. In the way Dr. Oki has emphasized and told me, do not put beef in your mouth. Then I go and sit myself at a party and I say, bring me those barbecue beef. She's told me, do not eat banned food. I bring those barbecue beef and I'm eating, I'm saying, oh, it will still come back whether I eat meat or not. No, that is stubbornness and that is disobedience. And I cannot do it. You know, so we will continue learning. We will continue learning. Let them continue telling people that. But as we have our community, we try the much we can and then God does whatever is remaining. You know, so God, Brandy will be coming here all the time, a lot of time whenever she has time. And she will also be educating. And I love Brandy so much. And we are going to journey together.
Yes, I'm starting kind of like
Brandy.
to kind of talk about my journey, and I will start a TikTok live, kind of like a series, journaling and just kind of sharing, going more in depth and detailed information about each step of the process, because I really want people to know, because I'm actually about to be in a book that's about to be published with other breast cancer survivors, and my chapter will be called If I Knew Then What I Knew Now. And I feel like that's a big part of my message, is if I knew then what I knew now, because you don't know, and there's no way to really prepare yourself for cancer, but at least I can give you what I went through so you can have an idea of what the journey is like. Like, your journey will be different. Everybody's journey is. No two journeys are the same, but you can at least start to prep yourself for the things that can come, especially like the test. I didn't know how much the testing was. You go through so much rigorous testing because they got to find out what stage you're in, what circumference it is, where is it diameter, what areas they cannot go in and what areas they have to go in, so they have to set all these parameters. They've got to try to figure out all these things, figure out the best treatment, because some people need chemo, some people don't have to have chemo, some people can have a lumpectomy, some people need a double mastectomy, some people need just radiation. So there's so many different. And then there's different levels of chemo. There's different types of chemo. There's chemo pills. There's, so there's so many levels to it. And there's so much. And you don't realize all the testing that you are going to have to go through. And in your mind, you got to start to think, I got cancer. Are they going to do anything? I'm just steady going in for testing after testing after testing. Is they doing anything? But it is a process. And then you finally start to get to the testing. So you could be in testing for months before you even see any treatment. So just stay focused on you. Reach out to somebody. I love to speak to people, especially anything cancer, so I will be there for you. If you need a friend, somebody to cry with, yell with, because I get it. There are times when you just want to yell. I get that. And I can yell with you. We can go outside and scream at the earth if we want to, okay? But you have to get it out, and you have to have somebody to get it out to, and I would love to be that person. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Stay tuned. I am definitely not stopping. Today is the very first of very many.
Thank you so much. And then now we will launch Brandy. God, please, may you bless this journey of ministry for Brandy. May you bless everybody that listens to her. And Brandy, anytime you have a session and you want any of us to come, please just notify us, and we are going to come in and take any questions you want us to take and help you to pump in that information. We want also to come whenever you're scheduling your live. Please let us know. We want to come and cheer you down there. We want to come and tap the screens. We want this message to reach everybody. So we love you. And God loves you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brandy. Bye, guys.
Take to my Saturday. Guys.